Welcome to the lesson. Check the description box below, in your YouTube player for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about the sound tools I'm using today, and links to other goodies via my Patreon page. Continuing. To begin, we got a G, an E minor, which I'm going to put in this position, and a D, which I'm going to be thinking there. So I am assuming a good knowledge of various chord structures, and there's going to be some pentatonic things going on. Mark Knopfler guitar setting, I feel that this combo, neck and middle, is key. Let's look. Thumb's going to grab the root of that G. 5, 4, 3 there. And then pinky's going to get that E note, that 5th fret of the B. Notice how much fingers. So there's our melody off of this E minor. So I'm going to grab on the G string the 7 and 8, and then go down 9 and 9. Get that root with my thumb there, that's 7, and then 7, 9. So that's all out of that. And I will be very staccato about that thumb grab, and yeah, you can see these two are grabbing that upper part. Well, look at that, 0, 7, 7. There's that D. Now if I'm on that D there, there's a major pentatonic. I think this is from the Donny Hathaway version. 10, 9 coming down to 7. And again, there's a lot of like these staccato, that's definitely a Knopfler-ism. 9, 7, and then when I come back to the D, that's a D7. There's a D7. O on the D, 5, 7. Where am I? Oh yeah. That's the melody on the B string. And yeah, this is another Knopflerism. The way, like, he'll be very slidey and across the fretboard with things. So 10, 12, 15, 12, and that's a Knopflerism. So that is the thumb got the nobody, and then the finger, the index, popped it behind it. Wait. That's right. And then there's again our E minor chord, an E minor melody, 8 on the G, or sorry, on the B, landing there on that 9. And then, yep, you could hear a blues from there. Was that Hey Joe? I'm going to talk about this at the end of the video, the connection between Hendrix and Knopfler. It's there. 0 on that high E. This is an E minor pentatonic. 4 slides back. And then open down below. This cool chromatic walk up to the C sharp there, which makes it into an E minor 6 chord. John Lennon. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then this is a Bill Frisell trick. Using open strings to walk that scale up. What was that? 7, 4, 0. 7 on that D, 0 on the B. Look at that run. Should do a whole lesson on these. They're so cool. 7, 4, 0, 7, 0. There's a D tone there, our 7th fret of the G. First inversion of a D. So that's 9, nobody home, 7. And then I think this fill is on the Donny Hathaway version. That's again, if I'm on a D, 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 major pentatonic, it's right there. So that gives us, and then I do that A tone, 7th fret, sliding up to 9. Getting back to an E minor. What was that? On the G string, 7 to 9. Again, a Knopflerism. Bend anything to anything else. That's also a Richard Thompsonism. 7, 11. No, sorry, 9, 11. Minor, just a half step bend. 10, 12. Slidey, slidey, slidey arpeggios, and then Nashville trick. That is flat at the 15. Let's get that ring finger around to 17 because this is a C chord. Way up high. And then I do a big C arpeggio. I feel like that's very Knopfler-y. So, listen to that fret buzz. Winter is coming. I need to adjust the stuff on this. All right, so here comes a big C slidey arpeggio. 15 down to this position of C, because that's a C. There's that position of C. You can see that. That is, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to go down a G scale at this point. So once I'm at 9, and again I might do the 7, 5. That's the. I'm going to do a whole lesson on that pop trick, the chicken picking trick that he likes to do. Here we are in the chorus. So we're on a G, and then an F, and then a C. So G, I'm going to get this G tone here, our 5th fret of the D string. Those are just G, that's still G triad, 4, 7, 4. When it drops back to F, here's F, but the melody note is on this D, so you gotta go to get that cool F6, really. And then, yeah, there's that D, 2 of those. That's a C chord, 201. I love this 70s chord. That is considered, that's a C chord with a D in the bass. You'll hear it a lot in the 70s stuff. I love that chord. It's in a lot of stuff. The Man in Me, for sure. Yeah, the man in me would do any task. Ask for compensation, there's little he would ask. Take a woman like you to get through. The man in me. Ooh, I should do an arrangement of that. So there's that one. Pentatonic fill off of that. You can see that. That's G major pentatonic. So 7, 5, does it again. I love this. Here comes a B flat chord. So here's a B flat, here's a B flat, here's a B flat. Very Knopfler. So I'm coming from the G. So 4, 3, 5, 1 fret bend. And then, he sings a whoa kind of thing, and so I cop it in 6s because I feel like that's what Knopfler would do. Because here's B flat, so I'm thinking of this chord structure: 7, 6, 5, and 5, and then it's going to go back to a G because I didn't want to hurt you. Just a jealous guy, so it's back to a G. So I did a pretty little. So there's our G chord. You can see that 5, 7, and then again there's that chicken pick, and then an E blues lick. because here's E minor. So let that hang. So again, thinking of this pentatonic. So 10 down, 8. That's the first part. That's a hard one to slow down. And then gosh, I don't know if I can play it so. Okay, yeah. And then yep, same, you know, E minor pentatonic. 7, 9, 7. Shift positions. 5. So you got yeah, it's gonna keep going until it gets to a C. Wow. Yeah, there's like a at the end that's tricky. That's how it ends. I think that's followable. By the way, in this, well, it depends. If you're on an iPad, there's a slow down gear up here, or if you're on your desktop, there's a slow down gear down there. Put it down to 3/4 speed. Here comes the C. So off of that C. So yep, I'm major pentatonic. I'm just a jealous guy. 3, slide 5 to 7. Chicken pick. And then a little 7. You know, just a half bend. And then resolve to that G tone, that 5th fret. And it just goes all around again. That's all. I recently noticed that if you take Hendrix or Curtis Mayfield R&B type stuff, but you change your attack into a Knopfler thing, there's a lot of crossover. Here's what happened. I was at a rehearsal with my Stratocaster, and I just had this random thought of like, let me put my pick down, let me switch into that neck and middle in between spot and play my parts that way, and instantly it was like, ooh, like this is early Dire Straits vibes now. So often I do Hendrix double stops on videos, which, you know, those are really fun to do. This is almost the same thing. All I did was change the approach, and it turns into Mark Knopfler. Obviously, one of the, you know, the finger thing is really hard with Knopfler. I'm going to do more lessons about that. So yeah, there's that little, you know, chicken picking thing, but the slidiness, the across the fretboard moves, the double stoppies, all that stuff is actually, there's a lot of crossover there. Well, I mean, they're both geniuses, so that makes sense. Anyway, take your time with it, make it pretty, make it nice. Thanks for watching.